This garage roof was completely shot, cracked and unstable, and honestly dangerous to even stand inside. This whole thing wasn't being repaired. This had to be completely ripped out and started again. And once we got into it, it was worse than I expected. We're gonna get timber bearer through that end about a foot off the wall. I'm gonna put 3 acros on it. Here, here and here. There's already an acro at the end, okay? So that will be 4 acros through that run. Same in the centre and same on that end. Before we got it from above, there's a very key step that we need to do. And I'll talk you through that once we've got this bearer up and the other 2. So the bearers are going to be doubled up 4x2s on edge. So going to be using them doubled up on an edge, acro underneath. Nice and strong. At least then that'll bear a little bit of weight. Jay thought these were like concrete beams, but as you can see, it's about a scaffold board in width. So what they done was plankled this out, poured it all in situ, took the scaffold boards down, and that's the effect that was left. Currently battling the years of webs. Just walked right into one. It was that thick, it was like a piece of string. That'll do you, Jay. We don't want that flaky paint breathing in. Just the webs. Right, that one's off, lights off out of the way. Just gonna get that timber piece off there. Bearer through, see how bad these cracks are. They're bloody terrible. Huge, isn't it? We're gonna leave that timber on just because that's doing no harm. Not doing much good, but it's definitely doing no harm. And then bear at the end. And then we can set, once we've got these bearers in, acros up, we can set the scaffolding up. We are cracking on. We've got the timbers off out the way. Jamie is just going to knock up that. He's going to cut, what, 8? Cut like the wind, don't wait for me. You want some gogs? There you go, son. Safety first, PPE. This is where we're at. The temporary works is now complete. We've got our 4 main bearers that run from front to back, and they bridge every single one of these major cracks. We've got 3 acro props in each one, and then we've then braced it across. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've then set our scaffold up, and we've boarded this top lift. Jay's just moving the lights, but it's like Stranger Things, doesn't it? We've then bolted this 2x2 right through with threaded bar, and that bolts to the other side. I'm going to show you that in a second. That is going to sandwich that brick wall together. And we've then got an acro prop working on the other direction, so it's not actually pushing out, it's actually clamping in. And we have tied that with a timber that runs horizontal because of this window. This window is a bit of a pain, so we've kind of bridged it above the window. So when we gun this slab out, there's going to be a lot of vibration, and these walls are not in the best shape anyway, so it's just giving yourself a little bit of a fighting chance. We've got some controlled demolition to do. We're going to be starting in this back corner from above, sand on the external walls. We've set up a handrail, okay? The plan is a nice little hole there, stand on the scaffold, and then we can work off the scaffold, work our way through, do this half, come down, mass tidy up, concrete in the skip, move the scaffold to this end, and then do this section. So yeah, I'm going to quickly show you the handrail detail, quickly show you it from above, and then I'm going to put it on a time lapse and let's get gunning. We've got cordless Hilti TE60, and Jay has got a corded D-wall breaker. Right. So I've got a couple of batteries on a charge, give myself a head start. Jay don't need it, but he does need cords, so we're going to have a bit of a demo and see who wins. So we're going to be going cordless against a corded. This is the Hilti TE60 and this is the corded D-wall. I've got a few batteries on charge, but I've got no leads in my way. You got any leads in your way?
I have.
You have? Right.
Trip hazards.
All day long these will be running, so let's give these a crack and let's get into it. Cut to a time lapse. And a final verdict. Let's go, baby. So we started breaking this out in sections, trying to control it as much as possible. The last thing we want here is it all coming down in one go. This is where our temporary works was very important on this project, and it just made us be able to demo this safely in sections. Right, so that is the first half now up. We've just cleaned that scaffold off, pushed it all to the ground, and then it's just this other half still to do, but there's no scaffolding over that third there is for another metre. So we're gonna go down and make sure that the rest has got scaffolding, and then we can just crack on this afternoon and get the rest of that up. It's nearly 200mm thick, and it's definitely on its way out. They had all this for their rebar. Instead of rebar, they just threw all this in, like an old steel conduit. This is a bit of a precarious situation here. You've got 9" all round the garage, but by the looks of it, this back wall has been built in 4". You can't really tell from the ground. So what they've done, they put that there, backfilled that with concrete, and that's what they built this parapet off. And all this is all completely sort of loose, coming away. Voids in it. Okay. And this is what we got from below. Hard hat's on now. Any loose debris flying about. This was the rebar. Now we've got a mountain of shit in here to get rid of. Right, we are halfway through the demolition of this concrete garage roof. We have now got scaffold underneath where this camera is, and we're going to be gunning up the last portion, and then tomorrow is scaffold down, that's tidy up, and then we can think about putting the new timber structure on. So we have a nice roof light in the middle here like so. And then yeah, bad job, done good. Funny thing here, this little Hilti actually kept up with Jamie's 230 volt breaker. Turns out this wasn't even a proper breaker, just a rotary hammer drill. Still got the job done though. So now that we've done all the gunning, we can dismantle the handrail and make use of that with the protection and the covering up for tonight. Because a bit of wind hits this tarpaulin, it's going to want to blow. So, and we've got a couple of hours of rain tonight, so we've got to do a nice job covering it all up. Ah, beautiful, beautiful job. Then tomorrow we're going to get it all uncovered again. Hopefully another nice day tomorrow. Keep the scaffold up, cut these steels out, get them down, and a big tidy up on the ground, get all this concrete in the skip. And we're all ready for a nice new timber roof. So this side is where all the electrics is. So this is the most important side. So I'm going to get this bolted down now. No phone calls later saying your tarpaulin's come off, it's pissing down with rain, electric's gone. Oh no, buddy. Right, we'll do that. That's tucked quite nicely there. Pull it over and do that, and that. Got to do the back first, haven't we, really? Right, so this is what it looks like from inside. It does not look pretty. Electrical stuff's covered up. Jay's gone the extra mile. He's good, isn't he? He is good, the boy. Got a nice little light there. Look at that. We managed to save the 2 halogen lights. Got them off the old ceiling. Made use of them. That never happens. All right, cool. That's a wrap, Jay. Yeah. We've done quite well. Yeah, work our way in with the rubble, straight in the skip, dismantle the temporary works as we go, keep the scaffold up, build the new roof Friday hopefully. The big roof off. Right, that's a wrap. See you in the morning. Right, so this is how we're getting on. We've got a roof light laid out in the central of the garage. We've got a new joist in. We've got to fill this section in. And hanger it all up. I'm off to go get the hangers today. We've Ken fixed an M12 threaded bar all around, so it's completely tied in. Lovely jubbly. We're going to be running a row of noggins for the centre of this section and the end section. Tomorrow's a sculpture, so we're going to cut all the furrings this afternoon all ready for the morning. Tarp off, get it all covered up. All our warm deck roof, we're going to be putting our furrings on. First deck of 18mm OSB or WPB, not worked out what I was going to use yet. and then our insulation, second deck, full mat box gutter that runs through along this side, and then we've got a little outlet that's already there, but it's going to need slightly adapting. The boys' mission this morning is to be putting a foundation through here for our brickwork that goes along this side with our circular window. I'm off to go get the bricks tomorrow. It's about an hour and a half drive to go get reclaimed bricks to match this garage. So it's going to be completely in theme, going to blend in lovely. We've got a door that's going to go here, so we're going to have this is going to be 2.5 meters long. Got to hit firm ground, so we're hoping for around 450 deep. That's going to be adequate for what we need. It's only going to be 300 bricks sitting on this. If that is not firm ground or it's clay, then we'll probably have to go down to about 600. So we shall see. We're going to score this mark here. We've got the boys out. This is the battery powered Neuron version. This is the Paddy's saw, the cut-off saw, and then we've got our water feed here. Very handy for keeping the dust down. So no fumes or no dust. So we'll be cutting that there. Sort of want a 400, 450, but we don't want to open this up too much. It's only a 9-inch wall, it's not a cavity. So I'm going to be going just on this back edge of this roller shutter, because from the outside I don't really want to be making good once that's shut. I don't mind making good in here because we're going to be putting block pavers along inside here as well. And we're going to be trying to level the ground up a little bit because this old garage isn't level. So we're going to be doing a 350 trench, which is going to be around 50 mil past that wall, and then slightly past this wall inside here as well. And then when we do dig it, once we've dug the foundation, we will undermine these nibs slightly, probably only 2 to 4 inches max, just to give them, pick them corners up a bit. We are bricking up the front of this garage, so stay tuned to see how we like to do it. So we're going to have a 1600 9-inch wall built here with a nice big circular window formed in here and a doorway all here, and that's going to be formed all behind this roller shutter. Beautiful. Right, now we can fire it all up. So I'm off to go get jiffy hangers. I need 24 singles and 8 doubles. I went build base to grab them with the lateral restraints straps that I picked up yesterday, but they didn't have enough, and I didn't want to get half from somewhere else and half from some, because I like them all to match. So let's go see Rob, see how Tool Fuel's getting on as well, because we've got our Tool Fuel stocked in his shop. Pick the hangers up from there, and then I'm off to go pick up the mixer from the other job. So tomorrow, the big pour, the foundation's dug today, the big pour tomorrow. All the ballasts turn up first thing in the morning along with the cement. And I've actually let AI pick how much material I need for this one. I know, mad. We've arrived at our destination. Oh. How we doing, you good? Morning, morning, morning. Right, hangers. Here we go. Right, doubles. We need big fuckers, isn't they? Monday morning, it's an absolute disaster here on site. We just had a phone call saying the brick delivery is not showing up today. And we've got the bricklayer starting tomorrow to brick up this panel. I've got to drop everything because I don't want this job to fall behind. The bricks are an hour and 40 minutes away, and I've got a full van of stuff. So I'm gonna have to go, drive an hour, unload my tools, unload everything in my van, because 440 bricks is over a ton, and my van only takes a ton weight. So we're on the limit, and we're driving about 100 miles with them. So yeah, let's go get this sorted, and then we're gonna be back on this site this afternoon to drop the bricks. Hopefully all goes to plan. I'm emptying all of my van now. Everything must go. We could be one drill bit or one drill overweight, and the whole suspension could go. The whole suspension could go, and we don't want that, not on a Monday. Spotless. Right, let's go. Hour and 40-minute road trip. We're here. Unfortunately, I'm only having 400. I probably would take 440, but we're tight on weight, gang. Tight on weight. Let's go, baby. With the new brickwork we have ahead of us, we wanted to match the bricks perfectly. So we have sourced and bought reclaimed bricks to match. These are LBC bricks, just to keep everything consistent. Let's see if it feels like a ton of bricks in here then. Not at all. Not at all. If I was overweight, could I get to the top of the hill of Alexander Palace? I think not. We have arrived at our destination. Let's go. You ready? Now I'm back on the job. Get these bricks out the van, loaded up, ready for Monday, and I can finally get my tools back in and get to work. There they are. Reminds me of being back in college. All muck still all over the bricks every morning. Right, so old LBC. Not a bad match that, is it? Bloody perfect. Imperial as well. Beautiful. And that's all you're getting for this week's video. If you did enjoy that, please press the like button. Please jump in the comments and make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because next week I'm going to be showing you the brickwork going up with a lovely bullseye circular window which is 900 wide. We're going to show you how we're going to be doing that. I'm going to be giving you the full rundown of the roof, because the weather was quite bad and we was working under the tarpaulin sheets. You haven't really seen much of that yet, but on next week's video you're going to see the lot. And then you're going to see the inside, how we're going to be finishing that off for the client, because this is going to be a unique space for her as a little bit of a workshop. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Ciao Bella.